What's going on, YouTubians? Right here, Rep again with another video. Today, I'm bringing you yet again another GBL set, Master League. We're just gonna get right into it. I'm using the same team I used before. Like I said, I had a pretty good run with this team, so we're gonna have a couple gameplay videos of the same exact team. I know it's kind of boring and all, but it is what it is. I gotta use what works. So obviously, I'm starting off with Garantina, going against the Machamp. It's obviously a favorable lead for me. I'm surprised they didn't switch like instantly, but I'm gonna let it run. Obviously. Gonna go for the Dragon Claw just to do some solid damage here. While this gameplay is going on, as much as I love this game, as much as I love the GBL, there's something weird about it. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it does in terms of like the days or something or the nights. Because like last night, I'm using the same exact team as you see right now. The only difference is I was leading with Melmetal. I started switching back and forth between Melmetal lead and Garantina lead because both of them work, but last night I did not. I had two 1-4 sets, which was pretty miserable. I was really super like just upset last night because all the hard work that I've been putting on in this game, trying to climb into rank 9, goes away after just two bad sets. Like I had two 1-4 sets back to back, and I lose most of what I gained, and it's just really, really, really deterring. I also had an even set. It was 2-2-1. I actually didn't lose or gain any elo, which is pretty good. But anyhow, back to the gameplay here. So they switch out obviously to Melmetal. I have Melmetal versus the Dragonite, which obviously is a favorable lead because I have rock slides that are super effective against Dragonite. They decide to let it go. They want to save a shield. They're gonna bring it back out Machamp. I'm gonna let the Melmetal die because he did his job. I took a shield off of him and I took out the Dragonite. He has Dynamic Punch, so I'm like, okay, this guy doesn't have Cross Chopper, which is interesting. So I actually go into Dragonite, and then he switches into Metagross, which then I switch into Giratina because I don't know why. In the back of my head, I was like, I feel like he has Metagross for some reason. I don't know why I made that call. I think it's because of the Dynamic Punch. I'm like, this guy doesn't probably have a second move on this Machamp because you don't want Dynamic Punch in Masters. You actually want Cross Chop. So he ends up actually, like I said, he ends up actually quitting. I feel like they didn't have the right moves. So GG's to them. I know it was unfortunate. It happens. Sometimes you guys gotta run with what you have. Everyone does it, including myself. I don't have Dialga. Oh yeah, actually, I'm backed up. I don't have Dialga. I don't have Garantina Origin Form. Well, I have them, but I don't have good ones, which is unfortunate. Like I actually have Luckies of both of them. I actually have like 5 Lucky Dialgas, but none of them are good. Like they're all like 84%, 89%, 82%, like a 13, 13, 12 or whatever, like really bad ones. So I just don't use them because obviously they're not good enough. Same thing with the Garantina. So anyhow, back to the gameplay though. I'm distracting myself on this one, but they switch into Togekiss. Obviously switch into Melmetal because I got another favorable lead, which is good. Obviously, Melmetal is really good against Togekiss. He actually doesn't shield the Rock Slide. So we're just going back and forth right now, slapping each other in the face with fast moves. He ends up trying to. I'm gonna shield the Flamethrower. Whether it be Flamethrower or Aerial Ace, it doesn't matter. I'm going to shield it anyway. Ends up being Flamethrower. So right here, I'm like, either I can farm this down or I can fire off another one, but I decide to farm it down. Because now I have enough energy for like 2 Rock Slides or 2 Superpowers or whatever. So they decided to bring out Melmetal. I'm going to go for the bait here because I know they have 2 shields still. So they end up shielding the first one. I shield the Superpower. Now right here, I decide to go for another Rock Slide bait. Now he's weakened right here, so I knew he was in a. I knew I thought he was gonna shield this one, but he didn't. Which is unfortunate because if I superpowered him while he was weak, it might have KO'd or at least brought it down like super red. He goes back to back superpowers. Unfortunate for me. He's double debuffed though, so these Shadow Sneaks are gonna start adding up. Yeah, see, he's doing way more damage than it normally does. Switches into Dialga. Pretty sure this is like a GG right here. I don't think I win. This is the one I don't win. I think this set I went 4-1. I have like two 4-1 sets recorded as well as a 5-0. I'm pretty sure this is like one of the 4-1s though, because I don't think I win this. The Melmetal mirror match is so interesting because it is all about bait. He goes for Draco. I mean, obviously I don't have a shield or anything. I can't do anything. Yeah, this is definitely the game I lose. This is be GG's to them. So I'm gonna sit here and talk while this goes on. But yeah, like I love Melmetal. I think Melmetal's easily top two in Masters, and I think you can make the argument it's number one. But like the mirror match is so just bait dependent because there are some people who just don't care about it. The bait, they'll just fire off like five superpowers and like quadruple debuff themselves, and they don't care. And then there's people who try to outplay their opponent and be somewhat smart, and but it gets really tricky because sometimes like you want to throw them but you don't, and then it is tough because like it can go. There's like an infinite number of things you can do. You can superpower first, and then they don't shield, and then you rock slide the second one, or back to back superpowers, or you throw rock slide superpower or whatever. Like there's so many things you can do with Melmetal, but Melmetal is really good. It's probably the best. Like I said, it's easily top two, but you can argue number one with Dialga. So here we go. Again, I got a good favorable lead here. They insta swap. I decided to go for the Dragon Claw because I know in the back I have a Dragonite for the Kyogre as well, so I don't have to save the energy for this if I don't want. So I just want to chip away a little bit on this Dialga. So now I switch into the Melmetal. I go for the Rock Slide bait. They don't shield it. So right now they're just in double rocks. I'm gonna keep going for rock slides here because like they're in range because I did that first Dragon Claw for damage. They're in range where I can just double rock slide them and they'll die. I don't have to use the superpower for the debuff. I'm gonna shield this because I'm assuming it's like Thunder or Draco. Ends up being an Iron Head, unfortunately. I fall for the bait because he did over farm quite a bit. See, now he's gonna fire off a second Iron Head. I don't shield the second one. Iron Heads I can do that much. It ends up being Thunder, so I actually called that completely wrong. I go for another Rock Slide, hoping that he doesn't shield, or he does shield at least. He does do his second shield, but then I have enough for the superpower to finish him off. It was a very grindy mid game right here for sure. A lot of baiting. It was a lot of baiting. So he has no shields. He's down to Pokemon. Here comes Kyogre. Has a little bit of energy on him, and I'm like, that's okay. I'm gonna bring out Dragonite. I'm gonna go straight for the Dragon Claw. Hoping I was gonna over farm for the but I just don't want to see like a Thunder or something, so I just go for Dragon Claws here. He switches out Snorlax, and I'm like, well, I kind of have to stay in this fight now. These are just body slams, so I'm like, I'm not gonna shield this. It does chunk though. Snorlax is really good in Master League. It completely walls guaranteed an Origin form, but unfortunately, he's not good enough against the Almighty Dragonite. This Outrage is gonna just blast it down. Kaboom, down to red. I switch into Alter because, well, I'd rather because again I have more health on it, and I want to farm up a little bit of energy for the Kyogre, and I want to save the Dragonite for like a shield, like a human shield if I want it, if I need to. But it was a good switch for me, I think. I shield the first one just assuming it was like Blizzard, because he did, like I said, he did over tap. It ended up being just a Surf. He ends up just quitting. I got two quits on this 4-1 set. Two people quit on me. But hey, I mean, sometimes you just gotta, like it's over. So why bother sitting there wasting your time tapping when you could just focus on the next game? I guess I've definitely quit before too. It's not something I want to do, but you playing enough. I've played over 300 Master League battles, and You just know it's over sometimes. So Altered versus Origin, it's not super favorable, but it's not super not favorable. It all depends on if I shield properly and I count their Shadow Claws for the Shadow Balls. So I'm just go for Dragon Claws here, obviously. Shields, which is good for me. I'm shielding back because I called the Shadow Ball because I counted how many Shadow Claws he did. Ends up being the Shadow Ball, so all his energy is now expended. I'm able to get a Dragon Claw. So this was a slow switch right there. That was a really bad switch for me. Like, yeah, now he gets to the Iron Head before I get to the double. Because usually if you switch fast enough, you can actually can have enough energy for two. Ends up being Draco Meteor. See, that's why I miscalculated the timing of the switch because it costed me potentially an issue. Again, it was Draco Meteor. Hurts like heck, but hey, gotta run through it. Alright, so right here, I'm like, alright, he's probably gonna save the shield for the end game, so I'm just gonna fire off the superpower now. I tried to bait it first, and it just didn't work. Superpower goes through. He shields, so now he's down a shield. I end up shielding because I really want to get the superpower off. See? Now, see, here's the problem with the switch clock. If you don't switch fast enough, then now I have to be stuck in this match for like a few more extra seconds. So now I wasted that Dragon Claw. So now I bring out Dragonite, obviously. No shields on the tail for both players. Definitely more worse for me because he has things like Dialga and Giratina. Shadow Ball hurts like hell. I'm just gonna farm it down because he went for the Shadow Ball. Pretty sure he brings back out the Dialga. Yep, he brings back out Dialga. Dragonite with 1 HP in a dream KOs both Giratina and the Oh wait, no wait, I didn't outrage. I thought I outraged there. Okay, I'm completely lying. Alright, so Melmetal superpowering the Dialga. Bada boom. Brings out Kyogre. I have a Shadow Claw ready in the Winks. I have a half health Giratina altered form against a full health Kyogre. Dragon Claw. Keep firing off these Dragon Claws and pray. Pray with me. Leave some prayers in the comments below. So right here, I'm like, this is still winnable because it's Surf, and he doesn't. I'm like, he doesn't have thought. I'm like, he doesn't have Blizzard, because else he would have just over farmed me. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep tapping and hope I get the Dragon Claws off. And sure enough, I do. That was such a grindy game. Guaranteed Alter Form is so good. Such a tanky beast. Super underrated. I mean, Origin Form is probably better just because it's just how it is, but like Altered Form is still really good. So I ended up going. Wait, no, I played one more game. Yeah, I forgot. I was like, why did I back out of this? So I'm 3-1 right now. I go back into the battle. Finish off this fifth battle. All right, so it's this Guarantee versus Kyogre. Another favorable lead here for me. Switching into Altered. I'm gonna go for Dragon Claw just to chip away at this. Hopefully, try to burn a shield before he thinks I. Yep. So I got what I wanted out of the situation. Because I know that I can easily. I'm calling the Shadow Ball. Yep. He expends all his energy. I'm able to farm this down quite a bit. Get another Dragon Claw off. I really like this team. Let me know in the comments below what you guys have been using or what you guys prefer. If you like some spice or just standard stuff or just the basic bitch team, if you want to call it that. The Guaranteed Origin Dialga Melmetal team. If you use that, hey, whatever wins. You gotta use what wins, right? So again, I got Dragonite. Obviously, wins the matchup. We have 0 shields left on the table though. I KO him. Kyogre just one waterfalls me. I'm gonna bring back out Guaranteed Altered Form. This is just Surf. Obviously, it does nothing to Altered. Hi, cat. Hold on. My cat wants to say hello. Dragon Clawing. Not gonna shield. I'm gonna save the shield for whatever they have left in the back. Because I don't know what it could be. It can be anything. So I'm just gonna. I know I can win this matchup right here. So I'm just gonna keep going after it. I actually don't remember what they have in the back, to be honest. So I KO that. I have some energy for another Dragon Claw or Shadow Sneak if I need to. Ends up being Metagross, which is great because, again, I can hit the Shadow Sneak. Super effective. I still have a shield. I still have a full health Melmetal. So I chunk about a third of that off. Guarantee is going to work on Metagross. I'm not the biggest fan of Metagross. It can be really good, but I don't think it's that good, honestly. Like, it's definitely like top 10, top 15, but it's not good enough. I have a shield, obviously. I'm just going to shield this regardless of what it is. It could be Meteor Mash, it could be Earthquake, it could be whatever, but I'm just going to shield it because I know I'm obviously in a winning scenario here. A full health Melmetal against a in the red Metagross already. It's over with. I'm going to hit this Rock Slide or Superpower. It didn't matter which one I went for. Even in this scenario, or it's not very effective, it's still enough to chunk it down and win. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I think I'm going 4-1 in this set. Trying to climb back into rank 9 or trying to get into rank 9. Like I said, unfortunately last night things did not go my way, but it is what it is. It happens. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.